Hey guys, welcome back. I've been gone for nearly a year now, and I get a lot of you asking me on Facebook especially, what's going on, where have I been, what's going on with the bike. So I apologise for not keeping in touch. I've kept the videos up because I know a lot of people do refer back to them, so we'll keep them for people who are buying bikes and need those repairs. But I'm going to have to apologise and say to everyone I no longer own a motorbike due to moving house. My daughter's now 2, so bigger mortgage, running 2 cars, and to have a toy that you can only use for 6 months just isn't really cost effective. So unfortunately the bike's gone. It went up to South Wales to a mechanic who has since sold the bike. So I don't know where it is of now. So thank you for everyone's support and asking where I've been and what's going on. I mean, I didn't realise you lot were that interested. I thought it was just about the bike, if I'm honest. So there's no point not showing my face because you all know it, because you've all found me on Facebook. I'm going to move the channel on, and there's a few different avenues I want to go with it. So I still tinker. Now I tinker with cars, which is actually why I brought this video up today, because I'm actually doing some work on my car. I've done a lot of work on the last 3 cars I've owned in the last 8 months, and I've sort of been buying them, doing them up and selling them on, and I kind of didn't think you lot would be interested, but you may be, so we'll see how it goes. I'm still obviously trying to do things without costing an absolute fortune. So like today's issue, we'll go for it. In my so at the moment we've got 2 cars. We've got the BMW 318 E90, which I had at the time. We've had that for about 5 years, me and my wife, and now I've got a Subaru Impreza STI, and it's a beautiful car, Hawkeye. Now one of the issues I was having is in my back rear light, which I can show you now, this badger here, I was getting water, and the water was sitting about halfway, and you can actually see up here, you see this white, that's where the water had stagnated, and what was happening is my lights were, you couldn't see me essentially. So there's loads of little hacks which I can go through with you, you know, how to clean up your headlamps using just WD-40. There's loads of cool tricks. And this was basically, so what a lot of people do when they get this issue is they'll just replace the unit, because it's a lot easier than taking it out. Well, to take it out, I can go through it with you, but it's literally these 4 bolts. Take the lights out obviously, but it's an all-in sealed unit, or 1 sealed unit, something like that. I can't remember the actual wording. And in this case, it's actually 2 parts. So you've got the front and then the back where the light housing goes. So what you do, take it out, and then what I would do is I would just rotate it. Because there was so much water in it, eventually it started pouring, and it started pouring as I had it like this. And as you can see at the back here, where I've actually, you see all that wet down here? Sorry, it's really hard to do. There you go, this here. So there was a crack in it. Now, what I think happened is somebody at some point, as you can see all these marks, has tried to take it apart, and hasn't been able to. In doing so, they'd left a little crack. And that crack was where the water was coming, so it's coming off the boot lid, down the water funnel, which it should then run out, and it was coming in, it rides along the top of here, and as it was riding along the top of here, it was going into that crack. So what we've done is we've cleaned it up. So first we took it off the car. After we took it off the car, we've then put it on a radiator, obviously put it up that way, and then we've put it on top of the radiator. And what we've done is we've just let all that water come out of the whole unit. Now, to fix it, we've just used some glue. You all know what brand it is, I'm not going to say it just in case. And then we're going to go over it with some electrical tape, just to make sure it's properly tidy. And then we're going to pop that back on the car, and the car's fixed. So, whereas it would have cost me anywhere from, you know, a second hand, which I'm not even sure would be in any worse or better nick, at 20, 30 quid, all the way up to brand new, you're looking at anywhere like 80. And then it was, you can't get the one, you've got to try and get the pair, and then you're looking at 100 and something pounds. And I was like, wow, okay, I might have to, but let's have a look first. And easy fix. Yeah, I've had to come off the car for a couple of days. So the car's, I can't use the car for a couple of days. And what I've done is I covered it with my old motorbike cover. I've not got rid of any of my gear. So we put my old motorbike cover over it to stop water going into the rear of my car. So I'm going to obviously put up videos like this from now on, and I kind of just want to get a feel from you guys. What do you want to know? Because obviously some of you know that I train. I train very serious. I train 3 days on, 1 day off, 3 days on, 1 day off. I do the typical bro splits, which people don't like, but I truly believe, so I'm a personal trainer on the side, and I truly believe if it works for you, it works for you. If it works for me, it works for me. A lot of people give you criticism and say, oh, the body it doesn't matter. As long as you're comfortable in it and you like it, that's what you do. And I train with a bit of a difference. Some of you don't know, or most of you wouldn't know, I'm actually a diabetic type 1. So to contain size is quite hard for me, and to eat properly it is something I have to be very strict with. So I'm thinking of maybe putting some videos up about training, eating, how to do all these things, as well as obviously the cars. I've been through a lot of cars. My chief mechanic, she's currently asleep, which is how I'm able to do this video. Tried recording this 3 times. Not easy with a 2-year-old. My chief mechanic is asleep at the moment, but she's great. I mean, she comes out there. We fitted aftermarket stereos, exhausts. We've ripped out interior and put new interior in. Literally everything, even down to just stripping half the car apart, cleaning it up and putting it back together. Things like, there's loads of repairs that people don't do common enough, that if you do and you keep on top of them, it's going to make a massive difference. Like a throttle body cleaner. My BMW went in for a service and they told me it's going to cost me 370 quid for a new throttle body. So I said, let me have a look at it. So I took it home, £7 for the throttle body cleaner, sprayed it in. It needed a good couple going over. It hadn't been done at all since we'd had the car, and probably not before that. And it went back to the same garage, and he asked me if I'd bought it and had it fitted after, and I was like, no mate, I just cleaned it. So I never went back to that garage again. But that's the difference at the moment. When it comes to anything with an engine, I will tinker with. I'm not happy to just pay silly money if I can do it myself. So, you know, that's something I'm thinking of maybe going through with you guys. Like, rather than replacing this unit, I've just gone and repaired it if I can. If I can't, sometimes you can't. If you can, you can. So let me know what you guys want. Thank you for everyone who's been staying in touch. And I will start trying to post a bit more regularly and go through it. When I fit this, I was hoping for today, but it is, I don't know if you can hear it, it's blowing a gale out there. So I might leave it, because obviously the sound quality is going to be awful for you guys. But yeah, we'll go through obviously removing, installing and things like that. And anything like that we can obviously go through, and as I occur new issues, we'll go through it together. So yeah, thanks for sticking with us, and yeah, let's see how it goes. Thanks, bye.